Hello!
Hello!
I don't know if we've ever sat and recorded a video here.
No,
really.
it feels kind of strange.
It does feel strange. I'm not sure how well you'll hear us or be able to see us, but we thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a change of scenery because it's a kind of similar video to last week. If you're new here, we mainly do stuff focused on like interiors and lifestyle. We live in a small cottage with our dogs.
Here they are.
Here they are. That's Stormy. This is Ziggy. Look at Ziggy.
Ziggy's not feeling very well today, actually. He's woken up with a really grumbly tummy, which isn't uncommon for him. And he does
doesn't sound bad, but he's got pancreatitis and
Yeah.
he's got quite a severe case of it. So
Yeah, he always gets an upset tummy and then he starves himself. So then the grumbly tummy gets worse because he's hungry.
poor boy.
Oh, he's gone. He's starting to feel a bit better though.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah.
We are going to do a bit of a haul today. We've actually kind of scrambled. I say scrambled, it's not like we've just like randomly rustled things up, but over the last few days, kind of just going to different supermarkets and stuff, we picked out a few things that we really like and would like to have in our house.
Yes.
And thought we'd just show you them.
Some of them are quite a surprise. The UK supermarket homeware game is not bad.
I would say, personally, Sainsbury's is the best, which is funny because Habitat, because a year or so ago, I remember doing something similar on YouTube and kind of going through some different supermarkets, and Habitat and Sainsbury's was the worst.
Oh really?
I think that it was just really unfortunate because I went to a small one, so we didn't have a great selection. But
yeah, we've got a really big one next to our gym.
Yeah, which is so handy. And if you're local, that is in Bristol in
Emerson's
Green. That's a huge one, so that's really handy. And yeah, I picked up a few nice things. We didn't go too overboard because if you've been here for a while, you'll know this, but we were trying to sell our house and we still haven't kind of made a formal decision on what exactly we're going to do, but we're very much focused on like decluttering and reducing the stuff we have because it's a lot, isn't it? Like,
and we were going to do that when we were moving. Obviously, when you move, you have to like pack up your whole house. So we were thinking that when we moved, we would declutter a lot.
Yeah, it would be a good opportunity to do that.
Because we've been here for 5 years, just coming up to 5 years now. So you do just kind of like accumulate a lot of things.
100%.
And now I feel like we know ourselves a lot better and what we love. So we were kind of like going through everything and being like, don't love that, blah, blah, blah.
We've honestly donated, I would say, like 2 to 3 carloads.
So much.
Of like really nice stuff, but that just wasn't serving a purpose for us anymore to the charity shops.
Just things that sat in cupboards for so long and things that you used to really like and then you come back to them now and you're like, oh, I kind of forgot I had that and I didn't miss it at all.
Yeah,
so.
you know, you get these products and stuff or like items that you buy kind of on a whim and then you never actually end up using, but you feel guilty getting rid of it because you feel like you feel like it was a waste of money, whereas really it's just a waste of space having it in your cupboard. And if you know you're not going to use something, why not give it to someone who actually wants it?
We were saying that when we went through the wardrobe. Like, you might buy something and think like, I love
or
this.
In the sale is good.
And then you're like, I'll definitely wear that. It's not 100% me, but I'll definitely wear it.
I'll
and then
make
you
it
come
work.
back to it next year and you're like, I wore that maybe once and I no longer love it. But you think you should keep it?
Yeah,
Don't keep it.
Don't keep it. Actually, just don't buy it, which is what we're really trying to do. So almost everything here we are keeping. There's one piece which I've now got home, realised I'm not sure I have the space for, so I think we will return. But yeah, pretty much everything we'll be keeping. But yeah, honestly, over the next, I think, month or 6 weeks, we've kind of set ourselves as, I don't actually know how the seasons work. I think it's like 23rd of March is spring.
Oh, is it?
I think
that feels so late.
I know, but I do think it's something like that. And then I think, is that right?
Probably. Although isn't it December, January, February is winter? It doesn't really work like that, does it?
No, I actually think it's like the 23rd of December.
Is when winter starts.
Yeah, maybe let's look that up. That would be interesting to know. I think just like for no real reason we've set ourselves as by the end of March we want to have
20th of March is where spring starts.
Yeah, so it's a lot later than you think. So kind of by then I think we want to have like completely decluttered, reorganised everywhere. And you'll have seen in some of the vlogs if you've been watching that we have slowly been decluttering, which has been really nice, and it makes it feel so like fresh and
And then we'll be ready for all the spring cleaning.
All the spring cleaning, even like stuff like cushion. I just want to reduce.
Yeah.
I want to only bring in things that we really love and that are really like thoughtfully chosen. And I'm going to try and be really good at, I know this is like a haul, but I'm going to try and be good at not bringing in lots of things.
Yeah.
Unless we know we'll use them or they're like recyclables.
Yeah.
Like homeware in terms of like cushions, throws, lamps.
She's really going to town licking my hand.
I know, I was laughing because of the haul. And like, no lamps.
Yeah, no, watch
And
out.
the last haul had a lamp. The haul before that had... The last haul we did last weekend... Yeah, was it last weekend? Had 2 lamps in. The Amazon and the Dunham. The one before that had a Zara lamp. I'm obsessed with lamps. It's
Yeah,
my
that
weakness.
is Toby's weakness. He
Yeah.
does buy a lot of lamps.
A lot of lamps. So, yeah, I need to stop that. I'm going to try and stop. Lamps and chairs, I do think are my obsession.
Yeah.
I love chairs.
But chairs are just harder to buy.
Chairs are harder to store. We don't have the space
Yeah,
for
we
them.
have a lot of lamps in the loft.
Yeah, we
ready
actually
to be
have,
like swapped
we have
around.
a couple of chairs in the loft.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually also going to be not like redesigning our house at all. I actually really love pretty much everything.
Everything works.
But we are thinking about making a few kind of changes. So in terms of the furniture, I actually mentioned a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to swap our dining table, aren't we? Just to something smaller and round because we don't use it enough.
No.
And in terms of like my job and filming and stuff, it takes up a lot of space. We have, I would say, a 10-seater.
Yeah, it's comfortably 8.
Comfortably 8 or 8 or 9. But it's just quite a long, big table, and we bought that thinking that we want to toast a lot more, and have realised that we're actually just quite introverted and we don't want to.
Definitely not 8 to 10 people.
Yeah,
It's
4
normally
to
like
6
4.
would
Yeah,
be
6 at a push.
Would be great.
We normally have like another couple or 2 friends or something, or like your parents, my parents, or my sister. Like it does not happen.
Do you want to go
where
through
we
some more
have
examples of how many
auntie
twos
and
we have?
uncle?
Ziggy and Stormy.
Yeah.
But we're thinking of swapping the table just to be something a bit like cleaner looking and smaller to give us extra space. We're also thinking we're going to get rid of the armchair, which you can't see, but if you know, it's like the sling from John Lewis, which we got, would have been about 2-3 years ago.
Now, yeah.
And I honestly love the chair. I still absolutely love it. But again, a practical reasoning, we don't ever sit there.
Yeah.
And it's quite a big piece of furniture, and in the name of like decluttering, we don't use it enough. So
yeah, and it sits in front of our cabinet, so sometimes if you want to get in there, you kind of have to like
makes it a bit
move
harder.
around it, and because we never sit in it, it just kind of seems silly to keep it.
Yeah, so that will be happening, and then in terms of like bigger jobs, we're actually thinking about having the kind of front facade of our house just like made prettier, because it's something we wanted to do, and now that we're kind of hanging on to the cottage for longer, we just want to continue to make it perfect. So we're thinking we're going to have some like repointing done, aren't we?
Yeah,
because
it's quite dark.
the stone wall opposite our house, which I'll show you another time, but that's had all of the pointing redone in a really light colour, and it looks so fresh, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks so much the
And
same
our
like Cotswolds rather than like just dark.
Yeah, and our neighbours had it done as well, so we're thinking we'll have that done, and then also potentially get the windows all replaced at some point. And what other the garden.
The garden is the big one. We did do the garden when we renovated, but it's never
We did it surface level.
Yeah, it's just never been done like perfectly.
I would say we put like maybe £1,000 to £2,000 into it just to get it, which to be fair was such a good decision, because
It's so much nicer now than it was then.
Yeah, so we've done like a lot of the kind of heavy work in terms of like ripping out the old shed, putting some like basic decking down, all of that stuff. But this year we're really going to make an effort of we're going to have all of the fencing done, which we've spoken to our neighbour about, like he wants to do that as well. We're going to have some, like, I think our raised beds rebuilt.
Yeah, I think
with
so.
the
They're
stairs.
kind of like the wood is like decaying.
Yeah, rotting slightly.
It's been there for so long, and I think maybe we could get that redone to look a lot nicer.
So we're thinking that, and then we're going to actually try and go for like a stone French garden vibe, aren't we? So, and then that...
We're not good with grass, basically.
Yeah, we don't really want any grass. So yeah, that's the plan. So a few exciting kind of updates that are in the pipeline, and I'll obviously document them all here, which kind of on the note of YouTube, we'll do a big update video sharing it all soon, but we've been having a lot of time thinking about like how we use the channel, and I know we said a few weeks ago that the vlogs were going to be stopping, which that's still the case, but I think we're going to be putting like a bit of a shift in terms of like the footage and editing style, aren't we? Like I think if you follow me on Instagram or anywhere else, you'll know the content is kind of like focused on being quite relaxing and calming, and I do hope that that comes across here sometimes, but I think we're less focused on YouTube about like creating something that's like visually pleasing. It's more just kind of setting up a camera, maybe a light like today, and just talking with you, which I really love that, but I think being a creative person and a visual person, I want to make it something that's more interesting for you to watch and that feels a bit more polished. So well, I think we're going to be putting in a bit of time to
and it's not like it's going to become really like, because when you do, let's say, like Instagram or TikTok, it's a lot more like curated.
Oh yeah,
it's not like it's going to be like that.
There'll still be casual chatting and all of that stuff. I just think we want to put a bit more time into like putting out content we're really proud of on YouTube, which I think probably for a few months, with life having been like a bit manic, we haven't been putting as much effort in. I think last summer we were at a really good point. Yeah,
when we were doing like cottage diaries consistently. I feel like Vlogmas, we were so set on getting Vlogmas done, you almost like lose sight of
the goal,
what you're actually doing. You're just like, we just need to get any video out. But
which for us, the goal has always been and will be putting out like attractive aesthetic content that's like interesting. And I think we kind of lost sight of that a bit. So I think for the next few weeks, whilst recovering from surgery and getting just like back to normal, if you're watching this, by the way, I am currently recovering from surgery, which I am
right now.
Not right now. Whilst you're watching, I will be 10 days into recovery, which is probably will be about 4 to 6 weeks. So by the time I'm back and in real time, we might have kind of shifted the vlog style a little bit, which is exciting.
Yeah,
phone's gone off. What's that? Nothing. Anyway, sorry if
that was so long. We were like, we're going to keep this bit quite short.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I feel like we just needed to have a good catch up. So. Anyway, I really hope you're good. I hope you're feeling positive. Let me know in the comments how you're doing. I think we were saying, sorry, I'm not going to keep chatting, but we were saying the other day, at the start of February, that we've been feeling so positive this year.
Yeah, we've actually had a really good start to the year. Obviously, it's a shame that our house sale fell through, but I think mindset-wise...
I had a really interesting, that's why we were talking about it. I listened to that podcast, and I said...
Oh, yeah.
And so the podcast, if I don't know if anyone would follow them, it's Joel Wood and Keegan Hurst. Is it Hurst?
I think it's Hurst, yeah.
Yeah, and they have a podcast, and one of them said something kind of about how having a bad year, or like about setting goals, and he said something kind of like you can't be in control of your year, but what you can be in control of is your response to something that happens. So if your house sale falls through or you lose someone you really love, that doesn't necessarily mean automatically you've then had a bad year, but how you deal with that grief and how you deal with the upset or any of those situations is what determines how good your year is. And like, I think keeping a positive attitude and mindset has been really important for us over the last month or two. And
because it is just how you come at it. Like, you could be like, our house sale fell through, so we've had a really bad January.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like we had a bad January.
I feel like we had a great January.
Yeah. We had
much
maybe
better than last year.
A bad day.
Yeah, exactly. Or a bad few hours.
Yeah,
some bad news.
A bad day. We were laughing about it that evening.
Yeah, we were just saying, it's typical. It happens. But anyway, let's get into the haul, shall we?
Right.
I feel like candles is quite a good place to start.
Yeah.
And we got this one. Oh, it smells so good.
That does smell good.
We got this one from M&S, which was £12, and it's basically I'll show you up close, but it's like a perfect dupe of the White Company botanical candles. Yeah, and Excuse me.
It looks just like the Seychelles one.
My fly's undone. It's been undone the whole time. Yeah, and what I have done, so let me show you. Sorry, the light is so bright. I hope you can see. So it's got all of the like seashells in there. I'll leave it linked down below. But what I have is one of the White Company ones here. So you can see size-wise, they're almost identical. This one is sea salt, so it does have some of the shells in.
The Seychelles one though is honestly almost
identical. Yeah. Should we put a picture up on the screen?
Yeah, I'll put one now.
Put a picture up just to see that. And this one is... Oh, how much?
Like 20. Are they 32 now?
They
used to be
could
26.
be. Yeah, I think they could be. So, yeah, we thought that was a really good thing. 12.
12.
So you could get 3 probably.
Yeah, for the same price.
And they smell amazing. And they also had a lime and bay and maybe one other.
Something else, I think.
One as well.
Maybe a
so
pomegranate or something.
yeah, we'll let you know anyway how we get on with that. But yeah, I thought that was great. And then also from M&S, I just thought I would show you because we bought it at the same time, but we got this for my sister. If you don't know, she's having a little baby boy. That was £10 and just thought it was really cute to go. I'm making her a hamper of, this is older by the way, I think it's 6 to 9 months because we know she's already got loads of baby, newborn clothing and stuff already, so we just thought it's nicer to get stuff that she can enjoy.
Yeah, it'll last longer.
Yeah, will last longer and she can have later in the year, although I am worried that everyone's going to have done that.
Yeah, if everyone's got the same idea, she'll be like, actually don't have any
don't
babies.
have any clothes. No, they won't have.
Oh.
People like seeing them on straight away,
Yeah.
don't they? But yeah, so I thought that was really cute.
That was everything from M&S.
That was everything from... We really did not get that much.
We went into Asda and picked up some of these.
Oh yeah. Which we already have loads of.
We already have loads of these, but they're very similar to like ones that you would get in a lot more expensive places, like Dalesford sell them. But they're just like glass jars with wooden lids, and they're really handy for storing like nuts. You can get them in loads of different sizes, and I can't remember how much it was. I want to say it was like £2 or £3.
Yeah, really
it's
not
very
bad.
cheap. It is glass, so it's not like plastic or anything.
Yeah, I
So they're
recommend
really
those.
good.
And then Sainsbury's, we got a few nice things.
Yeah.
First thing was this.
Was that like a Christmas candle?
Probably, but I just thought it looked nice.
Yeah, it
I
does
actually
look nice.
really like the shape. Again, like, sorry, I'm pointing at things away, but like kind of with the shapes we have, like
it is nice.
it feels really simple. It's literally just like a very lightly ribbed. Sorry, this lighting is so stark.
It's very bright.
It's very bright, but this room is really dark, so needed something. But yeah, it's very lightly ribbed. It's in like a cream colour, but they also did it in like a pinky rose, I think, colour, and it was a few pounds. It wasn't the cheapest ever, but definitely not badly priced. And I thought just on like a nice saucer or something that would look quite cute. Or even if you had, well, at Christmas it would obviously be nice, but if you had a dinner party and just had,
I was like,
it's
it's not scented.
yeah, which again is perfect for a dinner party because
Yeah,
you don't
it
want
was
something
nice.
to clash with food. Sorry about the black on my hands as well. I've been painting a lamp. But yeah, you could have like 3 or 4 of them down a table with some, maybe some taller ones, and some on candlesticks. I feel like, really nice and very affordable. We got a few. Oh, actually, this is kind of a candle
This is really
item
cute,
as well. So I actually got these. I'm not sure if you'll remember a couple of weeks ago. I did a Zara home haul, and there were these candle, like twisted candles, which were really nice, but they were quite big, and I wasn't sure what they would go in.
Yeah.
But I saw this, and I can't actually remember how much it was. I think it was like, a part of me wants to say £5, a part of me wants to say £12, a part of me wants to say £7, and a part of me wants to say £9.
Somewhere around that.
Probably look at the receipts.
I'll link it down below if I can
Yeah.
find it on Habitat.
But it's like a nice glazed ceramic holder, and then it's an unglazed bottom. But annoyingly, the Zara candle doesn't fit in this. It's too big. So this would be perfect for a tea light. So that's kind of useless. I'm going to have to try and find somewhere else. But yeah, I thought it was really nice. Has a really nice little speckle to it. And again, just feels really handmade.
Yeah, it looks a lot more expensive than it is. Not that we know the price.
Yeah.
But that looks like something like handmade from like a little bespoke shop. So
it's great.
That's good.
So that's good. And then we did pick up a few like utensil things that we needed, and again we're trying to be better at just having like practical things. So recently, I think I spoke about it on a vlog actually, you'll remember because I think you edited it. Oops. Saw me jump. You'll remember because I think you edited it, but did I go through, you can do your favourite, did I go through the Brabantia utensils? I think I did.
I think you did.
But I got stainless steel utensils basically, and I just like the idea that everything matches, everything's uniform, and if something gets damaged or breaks or gets lost for some reason, you can just replace it from any shop. Like, there's nothing more annoying than like you have a set of cutlery of 100 pieces or whatever,
and they're a bit like unique.
Yeah, and then you lose a fork, and you're having a dinner party, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
So that's why I think Robert Welch is really good, because
you can always get
it's classic.
Similar,
it always like will be in fashion.
Yeah.
But yeah, same with kind of stainless steel utensils. I just think they're so good.
Yeah. Our cut utensil drawer as well, and this is just a really us problem.
Yeah.
But I find it quite stressful when you open the drawer and there's just like loads of like colours and different things, and you're like, oh, it looks such a mess, and you just like again accumulate loads of different stuff over the years, and you don't want to just throw away things that are still useful. So we've just been meaning that every time we're replacing stuff now, we're just replacing it with stainless steel. So eventually it will all just be stainless steel.
And I think it will be soon, because we started buying like utensils and stuff obviously as soon as we moved out from home, which was in 2015.
Oh yeah,
9 years ago.
For like uni.
Yeah.
I was like, God, have we lived together for that long?
No, that was about 9 years ago, or nearly 10. Yeah. And we still, until literally a week ago when I got rid of some, had some stuff from uni.
Yeah.
And it was just like some cheap stuff that was second-hand already. So we passed that on to someone else who's going to uni, so we know it's going to a good place, just someone who we knew. So yeah, we've been replacing things, and one of the things we actually haven't had in years. Remember we used to have a yellow plastic funnel? That was in our first flat. I don't know where it went. We probably
lost it.
Yeah, lost it. Probably like a drinking.
Filled up a pet flask or something.
But yeah, we saw just a stainless steel one in Sainsbury's and thought that was good. And then
Toby bought me a potato peeler. It's just a plain one, nothing exciting, but I've got one that I really love from HomeSense, and we are keeping that one.
I'm gonna go and get it, and I'm also gonna get Sophie Conrad thing to show.
This one's like a traditional peeler, so it doesn't move. You just peel with it. Whereas the one I've got from HomeSense is the bit in the middle, like the sharp bit, the knife. It like moves with what you're carving. So if you're like going around a potato, just so easy. So I've got this one.
I'm so obsessed with this.
I just love it.
I feel like we're gonna have to get rid of this.
Well, it's close to breaking, so let's just wait until it breaks.
Is this? This is one of the uni.
I think we got that after uni. I think we got this in the flat when we were feeling like we were a bit more colourful. But it's like this. Can you see it?
Sorry, the light is so bright.
Well, either way, it's not that exciting, but as you can see, this bit moves. So when you're peeling, it just comes. It's great.
I think it's the only thing Mikey has ever been really enthusiastic about in that kitchen. And
so we'll see how I get on with this one. If I love it, maybe that one will go. But
and then this is just one of the Magic Can Culinaire. Sorry, the lighting is so dreadful. But dark home problems, especially in the winter. But yeah, we needed a new tin opener because ours is broken. And I actually had this exact one when I was young.
Did you?
Yeah, exactly this brand. My mum probably still has it.
Yeah.
Because I think this is like the brand. Like,
this is the brand. If you want a tin opener, you get a Magic Can.
I think it's kind of like Ratmaster or something.
Yeah.
Or like, it's the brand.
It's the brand.
And then, also for the kitchen, we did... get. And I got...
This is good.
Oh, is that broken? No, it's just
What
is that? It's like candle wax. Oh, it's probably just hit the other.
Oh, it probably had the candle in it.
Yeah. But, yeah, we probably won't keep these because we've already got them, what I'm going to show you. But we got this, I don't know how well, if I turn it. There, can you see that?
Yeah.
So you can see like the ribbed detail kind of across it. And these were, I want to say £2 and £3.
Really? That's good.
Which is great. And then there's the bowl, so you can see all of the ribbing. And
they are very similar. I mean, they're still different, but they are good.
These are my Sophie Conran Port Merion plates. And I mean, if you're looking for, obviously the ribbing is less, but if you're looking for like a dupe,
they're very similar.
Look at that.
That is really good.
That is pretty good.
The Sophie Conran ones are quite expensive, so
yeah, these.
You wanted something like similar, and the quality, honestly, feels very similar.
Yeah,
and this one is obviously slightly different. It's a slightly different design, but
only
to give
really
the same vibe.
It's almost
the pasta bowls as well are very similar.
Very similar, and these are honestly like.
I can't remember how much they were. I think we got them in a really good deal. John Lewis had like a price match on.
Yeah.
They were like 40% off or something at Christmas, but they sell them
honestly,
all the time.
I think these, I will find, well, I'll leave them linked down below, but I think these were literally like either £1 to £2 per plate, and I would say those are more like £10 for a side plate.
Yeah.
So you could get 10 of these for the same price as one.
Yeah.
So thought that was worth showing you. Obviously we have this whole set.
Yeah, so we're not.
And we don't need any additional. But to be fair, if we ended up smashing all of ours, I would just buy these 100%. I don't know how much longer they'll be sold because they were reduced, I think. So if they have them online, we'll obviously link them. And then the last thing, which I thought was so good,
this is cool,
was this from Habitat. So it's a really lovely mango wood lamp, and then it has just like a white.
It's very like Studio McGee
shade. Yeah, very Studio McGee, very kind of Zara Home. You would see it. It's got like gold detailing, and I just thought that would look so nice.
That's really nice.
Like a sideboard or something. This is one of the things that I realised we do not need another lamp.
That's because you got home and I said, not another lamp.
Not another one. Do you remember that one, man?
Yeah.
What was that?
When they called like
another general election. Classic. Let us know in the comments if you actually know what that is. Not another one. But yeah, thought that was really nice. It's got like a really nice texture to it. Just feels like a perfect vibe of like mid-century meets contemporary. It would like work in so many styles, and it was £30, which again is such a good price. But they had loads of things very similar to the Studio McGee like Threshold collection, which they had footstools that were like £50, very similar to, you know, our little like, what are they called?
Which one?
Like that one and the one over here. What do you call those?
I would call it a poof.
A poof. Poof.
Poof. But I don't know if that's what it's called.
Very similar to those little like tubby footstool
like little
things.
Stool.
Yeah, or like fabric
stool.
stool.
Yeah.
In different colours. They had loads of nice lamps, vases, candles, like a lot of good things.
Habitat is good. They've definitely stepped their game up.
You were going to say something rude then. I knew he was going to say something rude.
If you watch Drag Race, you'll know what I was about to say, but yeah, they've definitely stepped their game up. It does feel good in Habitat.
I would say it's the like most similar, especially a really big one, to Target in America. Yeah. Like it's going that way. And if anyone...
It kind of is like Sainsbury's is becoming Target, because you've got the homeware section, and there's Argos, there's clothes. What's that clothing? Is it two?
Two, yeah.
And there's obviously all the food, and then like you get all the like protein, medicine, beauty. Like actually, it's kind of Target vibes.
If they were like triple the size and had like more homeware, which I'm sure they definitely won't be. But if anyone from Sainsbury's happens to be, I have actually worked with Habitat before. If anyone is happening to watch, then please just like triple your collection and make more and more, because
no, it's hard, but it'd be so much fun to go shopping.
It'd be so great, and I love Target.
Yeah.
I think I would move to America for Target. No,
Yeah.
I wouldn't because of healthcare.
Oh yeah, but Target is so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun. Right, that was everything. I think we've actually ended up talking for over half an hour. We were going to like style all of these pieces, but really there's not actually much to style.
Probably, if anyone's still here and hasn't fallen asleep.
I'm so sorry guys, I hate this kind of like promising attitude, but I do promise in a few weeks post-surgery the channel will be quite invigorated. But I always say this to you, but I actually really enjoy just seeing people like chatting.
I feel like that is, well, obviously
chatting.
People have YouTube for different reasons, but I like watching YouTubes where you just feel like you're like sat down with someone. Like I don't like it to be too much going on, too excited. Like I like it to just be quite calm.
Yeah, me too.
YouTube's what we put on in the morning when you're kind of like half asleep and you just want to watch something that's like not too intense. You don't need to be like, what's going to happen next? It's just calm.
You don't need the drama.
Yeah,
it's nice to have a chilled one.
Exactly.
So I actually really enjoyed filming that as well. It was kind of like
fun.
therapeutic. Just sit and chat and just go through a few like things we needed rather than like huge homeware things of really expensive.
Yeah,
because sometimes that can feel a bit like overwhelming.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you for watching, and we will see. Actually, speaking of updates, we've kind of got something exciting that I think will be the next video.
Oh yes. I was like, what have we got going on?
It's because we're filming everything in random orders, so yeah, it doesn't really make sense that.
Yeah.
But we will see you next week, hopefully.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching, and please
like, subscribe, comment. Oh, like that.
Oh, I liked. That's the light's way of saying. See, this is what the lighting would have been.
Yeah,
so
much
dark.
better with the dark lighting.
So dark. Yeah. Bye bye.
We've been cut off.